manual system, and he says this is argument for normative insignificance. And this argument claims that if we show that our moral mechanisms are influenced by morally relevant factors, then this means that the moral mechanism in question is not reliable. For example, the hand sanitizer thing. Like, it seems, come on, people like, you're becoming more conservative because of hand sanitizer. Something seems wrong with these your intuitions. It might seem like this, but still, what is the distinction between morally relevant and morally irrelevant factors? Is this not also a very strong and basic moral intuition? To me, it seems very clear that it is. And of course, this might seem like nitpicking, and yes, but come on, like, people are becoming more conservative because of hand sanitizer. And okay, hardly anyone will say, no, this is a very rational thing, this is okay. But with some other, especially very politically contested topics, people might not agree about what is politically relevant and what is morally and politically relevant and what is not. For example, physical distance. Okay, yes, Singer also has tons of these examples, like obviously this is not relevant. Yes, okay, what about living in different countries? Is this relevant or not? It's not so clear. So what again Green would need is some kind of justification of this. But what I'm trying to say is he cannot provide it. He has no way. He has no way of providing a way of saying, no, these are the intuitions that you should rely on, but these other intuitions, no, they're not good. He doesn't also, neither empirically nor in this philosophical tradition, he doesn't have these tools, I would say. So generally, I would say that he does not succeed in providing us the basis of differentiating these moral intuitions, and that therefore the theory needs, let's say, revision. In what direction this could be, here just a couple of ideas. This is why there are question marks. So first of all, metamorality could or maybe should be expanded, since not only utilitarian values satisfy these conditions of his, that maybe this metamorality should be expanded. Sure, it might be hard to make it coherent, but if this is his project, then this seems the way to go for him. Use of reflective equilibrium. So since as I have tried to show briefly, he cannot do this foundational story that he attempts to do. He can find this basic differentiation and then build upon it. That he should just, let's say, retreat to simple coherentism and usage of reflective equilibrium. But also what I think is very interesting, I think Green's theory can be interesting from the individual's perspective, like inside the reflective equilibrium, when the individual is actually doing this reasoning, because it provides us with new relevant background information. Just to, again, mention this hand sanitizer, if people actually see that they change their political preferences because of this, then they might start thinking differently about the way they do moral reasoning. And there are tons of other very, very nice examples, which at least I have some hope that should show people that there's something is wrong with the moral reasoning. But the cure or the solution is not simply telling them no, then just use utilitarianism. And finally, something that I also find very interesting is what impact does this this basically his moral psychology part have on philosophical methodology. And I think it has a lot of impact. I think that it shows that philosophers should in general be much more careful with their moral intuitions, because they themselves may just be some kind of reactions which might be reliable, but are at least brought into doubt. That philosophers should work more on, let's say, making these things more conscious and evaluating them. And especially with the arguments which are based on counterintuitiveness. This is, I think, what is a big, let's say, strength of his theory. For example, maybe the most famous objections by Nozick, for example, when he objects to utilitarianism, he says, but what if the utilitarian monster comes, etc. And so Green has a beautiful answer, the one that I completely agree with. He says, if utilitarian monsters show up, then we will change our moral theories. And then we will accommodate utilitarian monsters, or we will not. Then we will not have a common morality. But why should we think about this? Our our moral intuitions and something that we have, let's say, pre-built in us in a way, is something that is a product of our evolutionary history on this planet, among these people. We have no reason to think about utilitarian monsters and these exotic examples, if we are not trying to find universal solutions, but merely pragmatic solutions to our, let's say, societal problem. And this, I think, is actually quite valuable. So philosophers in this area will need to find some other counter-arguments or objections to such theories which are maybe contra-intuitive. Okay, so this would be it. Thank you for your attention.